today I'm going to be doing my very first casting video where I take a franchise or an IP or an idea and I create a casting list of actors and actresses that I want to see portray these characters on the big screen. And today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite video games of all time, Halo Reach. I played this game every single day for years, and I would love to see it on the big screen. And I have some people in mind that I want to see portray my favorite Spartans. So let's go ahead and get into it. Halo Reach follows Noble Team, a team comprised of 6 members, Noble 1 through 6. We're going to start things off with the first one, which is Noble 1. That's going to be Commander Carter. He's the fearless leader of the group. He commands every member of Noble Team. He's not just some commander that sits behind a desk and tells his people what to do. He's out there in the field with his boys and with his girls, and he's got their backs. He's got an amazing armor set as well. It looks tactical, it looks efficient, it just all around looks awesome. For my casting choice, I decided to go with none other than the man himself, Oscar Isaac. Oscar Isaac has been in a lot of different franchises. He's always underutilized. It's about time he gets that awesome role, that badass role that gets to stand out from the rest. He looks amazing in battle armor. If you haven't seen Dune, here's a picture of what he looked like in that movie. Now just imagine that being a Halo Spartan armor set. He would just look fucking amazing in that armor. Moving on to Noble 2, Kat. She is the one that is constantly going head to head with Carter. She doesn't mind breaking a couple of rules to get the job done. The smallest one of the group, but that doesn't mean she's the weakest. She's definitely the most intelligent member of the group and probably one of the most loved characters in the Halo franchise. So to cast this woman in this role, you have to pick somebody that's not controversial, somebody who will dive into this role and show it respect. I went with Claudia Dumet. She's in one of my favorite shows out right now, The Boys. She plays the head popper in that show. She's amazing. She can command a scene, she can act with the best of them, and she's got the look. And then also, she was in Modern Warfare 2019 and 2022 playing Farah, a standout in the franchise, a fan favorite. She really carried the first game, and she had an amazing cameo in the second. She showed us that she has respect for the gaming culture. She knows how gaming development works, and she was in one of those situations. She took it seriously. She looks awesome with short hair, and I think she would just be the perfect woman to take on a role like this, and I think that she would show it a lot of respect. And if I'm being honest with you, yes, I want her to stomp on me like a Valkyrie from God of War. But that's neither here nor there. Let's move on to Noble 3, June. June is the sniper of the group. He's the one that you're not really going to see much of. If you do see him, it's too late. He's a character that doesn't give a fuck about how you feel. He's a character that doesn't give a fuck about anybody else except the mission and his team. He's got one of the more unique looking designs. I had to go with another cast member of The Boys, and that's going to be Tomer Capone. Tomer Capone plays Frenchie in The Boys. He's the wild one of the group, but he does have amazing character development throughout the show. With that kind of range, I feel like he would fall into this role perfectly, and he would look awesome in June's armor. Now moving on to Noble 4, Emil. Emil is arguably the most iconic member of the team just from an appearance standpoint. Emil is a special case. He is one of the only members of the team that does not remove his helmet. We don't know what he looks like. Only thing we know is what he sounds like and what he does. Now, Emil, I had to find somebody who has the voice to carry a role like this. And I'm going to fall into what I like to call recency biased. And I'm going to go with Daniel Kaluuya. Across the Spider-Verse was the one that really influenced my decision on picking him in this role. He has the voice, he has the charisma, has range, not just on an acting standpoint with his face, but with his vocals. He's got one of those voices where we don't have to see his face to feel his presence. And that's just a very, very rare thing for an actor to have. And I think that he brings it in perfectly and also helps bring some diversity to the cast. Because if I'm pitching this to a studio in today's climate, that's something that they're definitely going to look for. And I don't think anybody would be mad if they picked Daniel Kaluuya in this role. And if they decided to go the controversial route and have him remove his helmet, which he never does in the video games, I think nobody would be upset in seeing Daniel Kaluuya's face underneath that mask. Moving on to Noble 5, the lovable giant, George. everybody's favorite. If he's not your favorite, he's probably your second. He walks around with this enormous machine gun mowing down enemies. This guy is a tank, but he's also a soft-hearted individual. In picking my casting choice for George, I didn't want to go the obvious route like Dwayne Johnson or Jason Momoa. The only person I can think of, the only person I can envision in this role is going to be Idris Elba. He's been in so many different movies, several different Marvel films, several different DC films, and so many different other IPs and projects. He's never been given that role where it's an iconic role for him. As Idris Elba is not only an amazing actor, but an amazing human being, I think he himself embodies what George is as a character, and I think they're gonna make an amazing pairing, and I think his performance would just carry this film and really be the heart of this film. Now, moving on to Noble Six. Noble Six is the player surrogate of the game, of the team. Noble Six, you get to choose in the game whether or not it's a man or a woman, and you also get to choose what their armor looks like. I always pick the women because I'm a fucking perv, and that's just me. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna cast Noble Six as a woman, and I needed to find somebody who's not really a household name just yet, somebody who doesn't have an ego, somebody who's not controversial. When the audience can disconnect from the actor and connect with the character, that is crucial when casting a character like Noble Six. I'm gonna go with Danielle Moncquire. She was in the Suicide Squad. She was in most recently Fast X. She's on the come up. I think she would do an amazing job with this character. She's beautiful, she's got an amazing voice, and she has experience working with comic book films, so she wouldn't mind with the costumes and the design and all that stuff, and of course the fan base as well. And if they decide to go the route of having everybody remove their helmets, I don't think any gamers, any hardcore Halo fans would be upset with seeing that face on their favorite character. That is going to be my casting list for Halo Reach's Noble Team. Now, there's one more role I need to fill in this equation to make it a complete offer to a studio, the director. A lot of Halo fans have had one guy in mind when it comes to directing a film based off of the Halo IP, and that name is Neil Blomkamp. Neil Blomkamp is responsible for District 9, Elysium, and of course, Chappie. I liked District 9 a lot when it first came out. I enjoy Elysium. Chappie is unforgivable. I personally do not want to go with Neil Blomkamp, even though he's an amazing director and I think he has an understanding for science fiction that not many other directors do. I'm going to go with Denis Villeneuve. This guy has an amazing resume. He's directed Sicario, Prisoners, Blade Runner 2049, both Dune 1 and Part 2. He has an understanding of science fiction that very few filmmakers do. He has a respect for whatever IP he is taking on, and he has a respect for the audience because of the attention to detail he puts into his films. He's got it all. He's got the cinematography, he's got the directing skills, he has the resume, and he has the name value. A lot of people are going to go see this film just because of his name and because of his resume alone. And I think he would be perfect for jumpstarting a franchise of this magnitude and pushing it to the next level and having people take it seriously. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe for more content, and drop down in the comment section what you want to see me cast next. What's your favorite IP? What's your favorite comic book, TV show, cartoon, whatever it is? Drop it down in the comment section, and who knows, maybe I might make a video casting those characters. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.